we're gonna talk about some different diet products again because I am getting all of the ads all the time, constantly 24/7, and they're really bothering me. So we're gonna start with It Works Slimming Gummies. Welcome back to class, everyone. Welcome back. Congratulations to those of you who made it onto the honor roll. I'm very proud of you. Way to go. You are so smart. So smart. So anyway, we're going to talk about It Works Slimming Gummies. But these slimming gummies, like, are so easy to do the research on because they basically have, like, 2 active ingredients that they're trying to, like, promote. So it makes it very easy from my standpoint because I don't have to find research on the, like, a billion different ingredients like I did with Skinny Brew, because Skinny Brew literally had like a dozen different active ingredients. So it took forever for me to look up every single one of those ingredients. But anyway, so these are It Works Slimming Gummies. They are advertised as being fat burning and helping people with weight loss, essentially. But the 2 main active ingredients that we're going to look at today are the blood orange and apple cider vinegar. So what they say it does, they say that they're super gummies that help your belly lose inches, with several asterisks because of course there is. So it says shrink your waist and slim your hips with slimming gummies. Enjoy these low-effort, high-reward gummies that guard against unwanted love handles and expanded waistlines. So basically suggesting that these gummies somehow just like fat tries to deposit in your waistline and your like abdominal region, and the gummies are like, no, nice try, you. Somehow they do that. I don't know how. It's a gummy. But with just a few slimming gummies each day, you can start losing stubborn, pinchable fat on your stomach and hips. We're losing pinchable fat. I don't understand the point in saying pinchable fat. I mean, I know why they do that, right? Because they know that people like body check, right? So people like pinch on their body and are like, oh, this is fat, I don't like that. And so that's why they're saying it. But it's just a weird thing to say, like, that you're losing the pinchable fat. I don't know. What is that? I don't know what they mean. Like, it's so weird. But it's formulated with apple cider vinegar, which we're going to talk about the research behind apple cider vinegar and weight. And a clinically proven blood orange power ingredient, okay? The amount of buzzwords that are happening is just funny to me, okay? Because a power ingredient is not a real thing. Like, I don't understand. We're just making shit up for some reason. Power ingredients are not real. I don't know what that means. But they're sweet vegan treats, and they'll keep your confidence up while you slim down. So I don't know how they're going to keep your confidence up. That's not even something that you can prove. You know what I mean? Like, they're just making claims that you literally can't prove. Like, a gummy makes you feel confident about yourself. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it does. Like, good on you if it does. But that's just such a subjective thing. Like, there's no way of really evaluating that. Which is the point. That's the point. So the benefits of this product are supposed to be that it features this Morrisil blood orange extract. So Morrisil is a brand name, it's a company, and we're going to look at that company in a second. But it's their specific blood orange extract, which they claim is clinically proven to shrink waist and hip circumference by inches, even lowering your body mass index. So in order for this to be true, this means that this product it's shrinking your waist and hip circumference. Presumably, the goal would be fat, right? That it's getting rid of the fat in your waist and your hips, which then would result in you being smaller in that area. Which then, as a result, would lower your body mass index because you weigh less. Because body mass index is it's a ratio of your height to weight. So it's like your weight in kilograms over your height in meters squared. So obviously if the top number, your weight, is smaller, that means that your body mass index would be smaller, because presumably this gummy is not making you shorter or taller. It would have to make you taller in order to lower your body mass index, but I'm assuming that that's not a feature that they think it does. But yeah, so it's lowering your body mass index. It's also attacking fattening calories that add unwanted inches to your stomach and hips. I don't know what that means. So I don't know if that means that it's supposed to be attacking like the calories that you get from eating fat, like dietary fat, or if it means that it's attacking calories in general and that they think that calories in general are fattening. I don't know. Or it's like special calories that are, I don't know. I don't know what that means. That fattening calories is not like a actual, that's not a thing. Like that's not a term. That's not something that's used. So I don't know what that means, but that's what they're doing. It sounds good though. And then they're actively shrinking bloated fat cells so you can enjoy a slimmer body. I don't know how they're doing that, but they're doing that. And then offering a uniquely vegan formula that's fruity, delicious, and contains no caffeine, stimulants, or added sugars. So I think that, like, this is funny to me because this product, again, is from It Works. The same company that sells that Skinny Brew coffee that has, like, a crap ton of caffeine in it, which is a stimulant. To be fair, I don't think Skinny Brew has added sugar in it, but it's just funny to me that, like, this is supposed to be a big selling point, right? That it's like it doesn't have caffeine, it doesn't have stimulants, right? I think the idea is that it's supposed to appeal to this idea of it's like a gentle solution, right? Because you're not gonna, like, you might notice when you consume caffeine, like caffeine usually has an effect on the body, like a noticeable effect on the body for most people, whether it's positive or negative. Like, you typically know when you're consuming caffeine. So I think that the idea is that they're trying to suggest that it's like this like really benign, like gentle thing. But it's just funny because I think whenever companies advertise something like this and then also sell a product that is loaded with stimulants and caffeine that's supposed to also help with weight loss, and you're going to have people presumably that are going to be taking this product with that product. Actually, I wonder if it's like it is. I was going to say if it's in their like frequently bought together. It literally is. So it's like the slimming gummies don't have any of the stimulants, which they're advertising as a selling point, presumably to people who don't want that or who maybe are very sensitive to caffeine and don't have great reactions to it. I don't know, right? I'm just speculating. But then it's funny because then they're selling this like caffeine loaded thing that it's like suggested that you purchase them together, right? Like they're frequently bought together. Well, I guess they're not suggesting it. It's just part of their frequently purchased together. So just, something that a lot of people do. It's just funny. I just think it's funny. So you won't get the caffeine or the stimulants from this product, but you can get it from their other products. And then, of course, the non-GMO, no artificial colors or flavors, keto-friendly, soy-free, and vegan. Because, they like to have a bunch of those little tags for all of the labels, all the labels that people adopt. And then how you use it is that you're supposed to have 2 gummies at the same time every day with or without food. So this is one of the things, again, that we have to pay attention to, because this is going to be relevant when we look at the information about the active ingredients and whether or not they're actually effective, right? So as a reminder, the main things that we want to look at when we look at a dietary product and the research behind these dietary products, like obviously we want to look at the quality of the research for sure, but we also want to pay attention to how the product is advertised as far as the quantity that you're supposed to be consuming, the amount of the active ingredient in the product, like when they advertise that you're maybe supposed to take it with or without food is going to be relevant, and see if that lines up with studies. But this is hilarious to me because in addition to them saying that you should have 2 of them every day with or without food, they then say for maximum clinically studied results, you're supposed to take 2 gummies twice daily. So this makes no sense to me, okay? This literally makes no sense to me because if the study that has been done supposedly on this product or on I think it's on Morrisil. I don't think it's on this product specifically. I think that the study is on the Morrisil blood orange extract because that's what they say is clinically proven. We'll look at it in a minute. But if that study found that you needed the quantity of Morrisil that's in 4 gummies, why would they suggest that you should take just 2? I don't get it. I don't understand because they're acknowledging the fact, they're actually acknowledging the fact that their serving size suggestion does not line up with what's been studied. But so then why is that your recommended serving size? I don't know why you would do that. It literally makes no sense. And I think that the reason why, and again, I'm just speculating, but I think that the reason why they're doing that is because of the cost, the cost of the product, right? Because this is a very expensive product. It's got 60 gummies in one bottle, and the bottle is $67 is the retail price for 60 gummies, okay? $67. That's over $1 per gummy. I think most people would think that that is a ridiculous price. And then when you look at it, so most people when they look at like a supplement product, they usually will just look at like the serving size that you're supposed to take, right? And they'll see you're supposed to take 2 gummies. And so then they'll think about, okay, that means that I have 30 days worth of this product, right? So now it doesn't sound quite as bad, right? $67 for 30 days worth of a product. I would argue it's still quite expensive, but like that might be fine to people, right? They might be like, okay, that's like $2 a day, not a huge deal, whatever. Well, then if they find out that you need 4 of them per day, because that's what's actually been studied, is the quantity in 4 gummies, now it doesn't sound so good from a price perspective, right? Because now you only have 15 days worth of, because that's twice the serving size, right? You only have 15 days worth of product then for $67. And I think that you're going to have a much larger percentage of people who are going to see that and be like, no, thank you. That's a crap ton of money for a gummy, right? To pay $67 for essentially 2 weeks worth of product. That's over $100 a month if you're going to be taking this like consistently, regularly for an extended period of time. It's a lot of gummy money, yeah. So that's my suspicion, right? And again, I have no evidence of this. That's just my guess for why they're advertising a serving size that is half the serving size that was supposedly studied, is because they like the cost of it, right? Because these products are already very marked up in general. I mean, dietary supplements in general are always very marked up, but then specifically like because it works as an MLM and they have to pay their distributor a commission for these sales, it's marked up even more to accommodate for that. So that's my suspicion, is that they are advertising that you should only take 2 once a day, because taking 4 means that you are paying a lot more money for a lot less product. I mean, you are regardless, right? Because if you need twice the dose to see a result, if that really is the case, right? If the product actually worked, but you needed twice the amount, well, then you're just paying for nothing, right? Because you're only taking half the quantity you need. It's stupid either way, but that's my guess, is that that's why they say on the bottle to take 2. And then, of course, they include that the study says to take 4. But they won't have that on the bottle because that sounds outrageous. That you pay over $60 for 15 days worth of gummies. Outrageous. Literally outrageous. Because, again, they say, the supplement facts, the serving size is 2 gummies. But it's not, because it's 4. With the study. I don't know. It's just stupid. I don't know why you would do that. It's so weird. It's genuinely so weird. In any case, the 2 of the gummies contain 500 milligrams of the apple cider vinegar and then 200 milligrams of the Morrisil Sicilian blood orange fruit extract. So if you had twice that dose, which is the studied amount, you would have 400 milligrams of the Morrisil and 1,000 of the apple cider vinegar. Okay. And then they have other ingredients in here. I'm not going to look at all of the ingredients. I'm just going to look at the active ingredients that they're advertising, which would be the Morrisil and the apple cider vinegar. So those are the ones that we're going to look at, but they do have their other ingredients listed, which is nice in case somebody has like an allergy or something that they can't be having. But then the other funny part, right? So here's one of their asterisks, their first asterisk, which is that the slimming gummies should be taken along with a calorie-restricted diet for a minimum of 90 days. So let's talk about this, okay? So this is not great. Like, this is not unheard of, right? Most of these diet supplements and products, these weight loss supplements that advertise that they're going to help you lose weight, most of them say that you should be on a calorie-restricted diet. Some of them also say that you should be exercising while you take it. And this is deliberate for a number of reasons. So, for starters, again, this is my opinion, right? This is not proven that this is the company's intentions. But in my opinion, the reason why all of these companies will say that you should be taking this along with a calorie-restricted diet is, first and foremost, because it's an easy out for them if the product doesn't work for you, right? Because then they have another variable that they can blame it on, right? Because you changed something else. It's not just the gummies that you were taking, right? You also have a change in your diet to have a calorie-restricted diet. And so then they can say, well, it's not the gummy that didn't work for you. You didn't restrict enough calories on the diet. You weren't eating, whatever, right? It's another thing to blame instead of the product itself. And it's another thing that the individual might blame themselves for instead of the product itself. Because a lot of people are very self-deprecating and they will blame themselves for not seeing results instead of blaming diet companies and like diet product companies, which in my opinion are the ones that really do need the blame. Are those companies and not the individual people? But yeah, so it's an easy out, right? Then the other reason is because if they're advertising that you need to have a calorie-restricted diet in addition to taking this product, that makes it more likely that a person might actually see some weight loss, right? Because they're changing more than one thing. And so then if a person takes this along with their calorie-restricted diet and they do see some weight loss, what do you think the people are going to think is like the cause of that? Most people would probably think of the product. That's kind of how it works, right? Is people think that like the product did all these miracle, wonderful things, and then they might be afraid to stop taking the product because then what if they don't see results anymore? So it's also just a really easy way for if a person does see the results that they are wanting, as a result of like the changes that they've made in addition to taking this product, it's an easy way for the company to essentially get the praise of the results that person is seeing, right? Because it might not even be the product. It might be other changes that the person has made, but most people will think of the product as helping them along. Just my thoughts on it, just my opinion. But I do think it's very telling that all of them will advertise themselves essentially as being like low effort and, they just burn fat and you don't have to do anything. It's like they help your belly lose inches, but then really what they're saying is it's not just them, right? You have to do something else in addition to taking this product, which I would argue, do you need the product then? Anyway. And then they also include here, what we saw earlier, that the clinical study by this company that manufactures the blood orange extract that they're using used a 400 milligram daily dosage, which is the equivalent of 4 of the gummies or twice the recommended serving size on the bottle of this product over a 90-day period. Okay, so they want you to do this for a minimum of 90 days. Oh goodness. So there's something to be said for consistency, right? But if we're thinking about this from a cost perspective, okay, it is $67 for this product for a 15-day serving. They say 30 servings, but that's half of the dose that was apparently studied. So again, assuming that the product worked, it would work at the 4 gummies a day serving and not the 2 gummies a day serving, because the 4 gummies is what was studied, not 2, or the 4, the 400 milligrams serving, because the gummies were never studied. It's just the blood orange extract that was studied. But like, that is so expensive for 90 days. For 90 days, you're spending over $100 a month. You're spending like $134 a month for 3 months. You're spending like so much money, like $400 on gummies for 3 months to apparently see a result of some kind, which they're not very clear on what that is. But we're going to look at Morrisil itself. We're going to look at their website. And then, of course, our asterisk that we have to include for legal reasons: these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease, which I always think is hilarious, because that statement always has to be included, and usually these products are advertising that they can help diagnose, treat, or cure a disease, and then they have to say this, so it's just like very contradictory, and it's hilarious. But anyway, so that's these little slimming gummies, okay, that It Works has. So I looked up Morrisil, because I was like, what the heck is Morrisil? Like, what is this product that they're claiming to have? So I looked them up. Morrisil, which is a product made by BioNap, is apparently the company. Again, I don't know. I've never heard of them before. But they manufacture extracts from the Moro orange. So Moro is a type of orange. See, look at how beautiful. Just, it looks so pretty. The imagery is lovely. And so then they manufacture this extract specifically, and then I think presumably sell it. Well, clearly they sell it to It Works, but presumably they sell it then to other supplement companies and such as an ingredient in their products. So Morrisil is a standardized solid extract obtained only from the juice of a unique cultivar of Moro red oranges, and it's the most pigmented blood orange, and then is very red, apparently, the orange. So that's cool. Okay, then over here they have the composition of the oranges, so basically the amount of anthocyanins, flavonoids. So these are like different phytonutrients in oranges, and then ascorbic acid is just vitamin C, and then the suggested dosage is 400 milligrams a day, which is conveniently twice the serving size that is recommended in the Slimming Gummies product themselves. Okay, twice the serving size. But anyway, so they say here on their website, that they they always have to talk about how obesity is such an issue, and they just care so much, okay? All these companies just care so much about people's health. They don't care at all about the money. It's just about the health. That's all they care about. And so that's why they created this extract, okay? And it apparently has important activity against fat accumulation and obesity. So I was very confused, because this website, like, all of this sounds so great, right? Like, just sounds so great. All the benefits, right? It's reducing body weight, reducing BMI, reducing waist and hip circumference. It bugs me. It bugs me so much to say that this is clinically proven in 60 people. In literally 60 people, okay? It's 60 people. Like, that's hardly anyone. Hardly anyone. And this is the only study of this product that I was able to find. But apparently these are the results that they found after 12 weeks. So they found apparently that the Morrisil resulted in a 3 kilogram weight decrease in comparison to the placebo. So 3 kilograms, that's right around like 6 to 7 pounds. So apparently in 12 weeks, the Morrisil group lost 6 to 7 pounds. Okay. And then their BMI went down by about 1. And then their waist circumference went down by about 7 centimeters, and then 6 centimeters in hip circumference. Okay. So this sounds so great. It sounds so good. And then they say in their little findings. They say that significant reduction of body weight, body mass index, waist, and hip circumference without diet restriction and physical activity. So this is also funny to me because supposedly, according to this company, they say that they did all of this without any type of diet restriction or physical activity. But again, when we look at this product that uses that Morrisil blood orange extract, they say on here that they should be taken with a calorie restricted diet. And also, they advertise it as at half the serving size. So it literally makes no sense. Like, I don't understand. It literally makes zero sense. Because again, even if this research is correct, right? Even if they're 100% faithful, like this is true, this is real in the one study that's been done, which again is not good research, right? Like it needs to be duplicated, like to verify that this isn't just a fluke or that the company is not just biased into finding positive results for a product that they're trying to sell. I'm just saying. But even so, it works, and this company, they're not saying the same thing. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's so weird because the company is saying you don't have to calorie restrict. It Works is saying you should calorie restrict. The company is saying it's 400 milligrams of this extract taken every day for 12 weeks. It Works is saying you only have to take 200 milligrams of it because you only need 2 gummies. So just the 200 milligrams. It makes no sense. I don't understand. I don't understand. But, I don't think it's really meant to be critically looked into. I think it's just supposed to sound good. So that's literally the only info I could find about this Morrisil product specifically, which is the blood orange extract that they use. However, I was able to find stuff on Moro juice. So Moro, again, is a type of orange. It's like a breed of orange, a variety of blood orange. And so I was able to find research that's been done on Moro juice specifically, not an extract. It's like the actual juice that's been taken right from the orange. So it's not the same. But I was able to find some research about blood orange juice specifically. So this study looked at fat accumulation in mice. So again, done in animals. The results may not be replicable in humans, but it's still interesting to look at. And then they looked at this, they gave this juice to mice that were induced to be overweight over a 12-week period. Okay. So they found that apparently the supplementation of the Moro juice reduced their body weight gain and fat accumulation. And then also, they found that it apparently benefited the mice, right? So they found that it reduced fat accumulation. They feel that it's because of their anthocyanin content, and that they think that there's multiple components present in the orange juice itself that might act synergistically in order to inhibit fat accumulation. So this research is seemingly in support of the idea that maybe there is something in this Moro blood orange juice that can help with weight, at least in mice. So this is the only thing I was able to find about the Morrisil study specifically, which is it's not on the website, I guess is what I mean. Right, so I was eventually able to find this study that was done on Morrisil, but it was in juice. Again, the 400 milligrams per day over a 12-week period, and in a very small sample size. So very... very small sample size. And you can't I couldn't get the full article to see their methods, to see what they actually did, because it's behind a paywall. So I can't verify anything about the quality of this study that was done. So it basically shows the exact same thing as what was on the website of this Morrisil company. Yeah, so then this is just a summary of the research that's currently been done on Moro juice, which was published in 2021, so very recently. And then they say that there is, right here, there's currently insufficient evidence to recommend any of these dietary supplements for weight loss, right? So basically just confirming what I just said, but researchers are confirming it, right? Because like other people who work in research, where they looked at all the research that was done on this Moro juice, on its effects on weight, and they found that based on the information currently available, there's just not enough evidence to recommend it as a supplement for weight loss, which is what I just said. But if you don't trust me, now you can see it from researchers specifically, right? So that's Moro, not positive, not looking good for It Works. But is anyone really that surprised? And then I wanted to look at apple cider vinegar, right? So the two main ingredients that are in these slimming gummies that they advertise that are supposed to help with weight loss is the blood orange, which we already looked at and found there's insufficient evidence to suggest that it's helpful. So then I looked up apple cider vinegar. So this is just from the Mayo Clinic because I just think it sums up the information currently, which is that there is very little scientific support or evidence to support any claims for apple cider vinegar and weight loss, right? They have not consistently shown significant and sustainable weight loss across diverse groups of people. It's just not likely to be effective for weight loss. And then the other thing that I always think is important for people to keep in mind is that, I mean, this is more about drinking apple cider vinegar and less about eating it, right? Because drinking apple cider vinegar, like taking apple cider vinegar shots, is extremely popular right now for some godforsaken reason. So this probably wouldn't be an issue with the gummies. It also wouldn't be an issue if you used apple cider vinegar with like a marinade or in a salad dressing or whatever, because it's just not the same thing. It's with other ingredients, whatever. But taking like shots of apple cider vinegar is not necessarily benign. It can like wear away the enamel on your teeth. It's very acidic. Like it can interact with different medications and supplements you're consuming. Just like it doesn't work. Okay, apple cider vinegar and weight loss does not work. Same with this Moro extract. So the TLDR, for those of you tuning in, is that there's no evidence to support these types of products. But I just think it's especially funny because the only evidence that supports this product isn't even in the right serving size, and they admit that on their site. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they say that, like, I don't know why you would advertise a serving size that's smaller than the amount that supposedly was studied. I don't know why you would do that. It's just bizarre. I mean, I think it's because of the money. I think it's because they want people to think that it's cheaper than it is, but it's still crazy to me. It's just crazy. So that's slimming gummies. We've gone over the Just Celery product from It Works, as well as their Skinny Brew coffee. And so if you have any interest in learning more about those products, those are currently up on my YouTube channel. You can check them out there. If you have any other products that you want me to look into, send them my way. I would love to take a peek at them for you. But otherwise, that's kind of it for me today. I appreciate all of you so much for coming out and hanging with me and for the subs and all of that good stuff. Don't take these products, please. They're so dumb. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time.